when the scary comes, how do we respond? Mary teaches us a little bit. Lil's going to teach us a little bit. And we're going to learn a little bit more about what it means to sit in that scary, and again, the response. And this is a testimony situation. This is the situation to where God did something and is doing something so that way you can be encouraged today. Lil, why don't you share with us a little bit about what God's doing in your heart, what he's done in your life, that he's specifically using through you to encourage some of us and to help us.
Once again, I thank you for allowing me to do this. I want to share a story. It's about our daughter. Mike and I wanted our daughter to grow up in a church and be involved. From the very beginning, she was involved. Children's choir, Sunday school. She was the mascot of the youth group Mike and I led. She was a worship leader. She started a Bible study at Octorara Senior High School. Then her life was turned upside down, and which our family too. Christina had a sleepover at her good friend's house. She did not return the way she left. It was nearly 12 years before we found out she's been assaulted. She tried blocking the events with alcohol, drugs, an eating disorder, depression, anxiety were daily issues for her and us, mainly her. She also developed back and neck issues, the stomach issue, and we had her in and out of the hospital settings constantly. I kept remembering Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper, not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. And Isaiah 43:2 says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. I was saying, when, God, when? At that time, I was the women's chaplain at Chester County Prison. My job was to encourage and equip the women and work through their challenges, accept Christ, and know that God is there for them. Although I spoke to them about these things, I was broken inside. Many times I could barely get my lessons because I thought I was a fake, because I was teaching and I thought I was a fake. Was I real with them? One lesson I just broke, and I shared with the group, with the women that our daughter, the women surrounded me and prayed over me. It wasn't so nice for security because they wondered what was going on. I still remember in Psalm 46:1, be still. God is our refuge and strength, forever present in help in trouble. But I kept saying, when, God, when? Although we prayed, Mike and I prayed through the situation, it never seemed to get better. One day our pastor was sharing with us, our old pastor was sharing with us, that their son had a drinking and drug problem and assorted other addictions. They were concerned for his life. We agreed to meet weekly and pray for our children. We did this for several months until we heard the news that their son accepted Christ, moved from his addictions, and was heading in the right direction. He ultimately got married, became a missionary in Lebanon, and now he's not there anymore. He's back home. He has a wife and 2 children. We were very excited for them, but I kept asking, when, God, when? When is our miracle coming? It did come. It was a long process. It was over 10 years. She is now married, and she has our 2 wonderful grandkids. She has a great job. She has a wonderful husband that we just adore. Once again, she's happy. Psalm 34:4, I sought the Lord, and he answered me, and he delivered me from all my fears. I was very fearful that something was going to happen to our daughter. He has other plans.
What were some of the encouraging things to help you while you were in the middle? I mean, this was not like a 7-day process. This was years,
Right.
and even coming alongside of another couple that shared the same fear that you had, and then you got to see them in their victory, right? Their victory chant, and you were still waiting. What were some of the things that God did throughout that time to continue to encourage you as you were waiting?
I asked God to show me what you're going to do. And with our old pastor and just seeing what happened with their son, it gave me hope. I didn't turn away from the hope, but at the same time, we cried a lot.
Amen.
We were on our knees a lot. I continued to be faithful with my job.
Do you think you found a little bit more purpose within that time as well?
Yeah, I
How
did.
so?
His strength in our lives, in my life. I'm not weak, but at the same time, what you were talking about. When, God? When are you going to do something?
Yeah.
I didn't fall away from him. I tried not to, but sometimes you get weary.
Yeah. Amen. Thank you, Lil.
Thank you, Pastor Mike.